Hi, I'm Christine and I'm part of the Firefly Bay and Basin team. The following slides were presented at the Youth Voice graduation in November 2024. In 2024, 4 projects were developed and implemented. These were Creative Spaces, The Breakfast Club, Beyond the Spectrum, and Dumps into Jumps. The following is a short video about Lani's journey with the Creative Spaces project.
Put something in, basically, be creative. I'm waving my arms around a lot.
You're like a politician.
Yes. Teenagers need to know that it's okay to express themselves because there's like a lot of judgment, especially on social media, around kids being kids, like childish interests being shamed or mocked. Teen years are a very hard time in your life. You do not also need to be bottling up things that you enjoy or things that you want to express on top of that, because that's just recipe for disaster. I am Lani. I am in Year 10. I draw a lot, like a lot. I know whenever I have too much going on in my head, I'll just sit down and start scribbling or just drawing. It helps me in the moment. It's important to let people know that that is an option and it works. So our project, we're trying to put up self-expression walls, which are like walls that young people are allowed to come over and draw on or paint on or whatever. And we're kind of getting that with the BCR in Sexbury Point, who are putting up a youth space. Like the initial survey that we put out is what told us that more people wanted more stuff to do around the place. We chose a mural because it's easy to collaborate on, easy to get multiple people's input on, and also it just makes it more visible to people.
They have been working with Jervis Bay Maritime Museum and some local artists and Beyond Empathy to create a beautiful mural that will be on the side of the museum.
So they identified the need for more creative and accessible arts available in the community.
It's fantastic to see what the young people have done with that project. They've gathered other young creative students in the area and brought them together, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting mural.
The Youth Voice project has helped a lot with me noticing things like this, but I didn't quite realise that there were as many people who were interested in this kind of thing. And they've also helped me come out of my shell just a little bit. Sounds a bit cheesy, but being able to get out and do things that I'm actually interested in.
Firefly Bay and Basin would like to thank Beyond Empathy, Jervis Bay Maritime Museum and Gallery, and BCR Communities for their assistance with this great project. The following video is of 2 of our Youth Voice participants and their journey with the Breakfast Club project.
Wait, what's the question? We're aiming
to let kids have more food.
obviously a
Start again.
yeah. Due to me being in Year 12, obviously this is my last year, and I just wanted to do something and leave on a good note. When I found out about this whole Youth Voice project, I was really keen on doing the Breakfast Club.
We sent out an online questionnaire to the whole school. We researched how many kids did go to Breakfast Club,
What would they like to be in the Breakfast Club, if they had food throughout the day,
and then how many kids actually had breakfast in the morning.
Our project has progressed, including progressing from 3 days a week to now 5, and a wider range menu with dietary requirements, toast, Milo, sometimes cereal, and toasties on Fridays. And then we got the statistics with people not having food throughout the day, which gave us motivation to create the to-go lunches.
We have invested the grant money into purchasing some equipment for the Breakfast Club, including a brand new fridge and one of those fancy hotel toasters, and they have done a great job. Yes, research does get a bad name for being a bit boring, but in the end, research is the backup. It's the cheerleaders who support everything going forward. Without the data, you don't have the learnings or knowledge to be able to apply to make that project go ahead.
Before this project, I used to never know how to talk to adults. I would just get someone else to do it, but now that I've been in this project, it's been way easier for me to talk to people.
Meeting all these lovely people and being able to reach out to them. They're very supportive. That's definitely my biggest highlight.
We would like to thank Vincennia High School and all the departments and staff who helped with this amazing project. Here is a video about the Beyond the Spectrum project led by Lily.
They're so cool. They're cool. That's all I can say. Have a friend who's on the spectrum. They're so cool. They're so chill. They're awesome. So I'm Lily and I'm in Year 9. My project is for individuals who are on the spectrum, on the journey to becoming diagnosed with ASD, young carers and their families. My sister is level 2 on the spectrum. To me, she was just different. I didn't know how to explain it. I was embarrassed. I didn't want to talk about it to my friends. There's such a big stigma around people on the spectrum. There's so much discrimination. It doesn't define them. Their disability does not define them. And I myself just got diagnosed with level 2. And I'm sitting here today. I think that just says so much.
So Lily Rose's project has been looking at the welfare of young carers, especially young carers around her own age.
She has created a project where she wants to provide some fun and engaging activities and potentially also to do some information sessions for parents of children who have autism.
It's awkward talking about intimacy and relationships to your child in general. It's kind of something that you swerved around. I know my parents swerved around that. So tonight we are looking at an aspect of my project which is around parents and how parents can give support to their child who's on the spectrum. This is what a relationship is, this is what intimacy is, this is the wrongs, this is the rights. It's a big issue and it needs to be solved.
We will be doing a zoo trip where we've got some young carers who are getting a day off, getting respite, getting away from the stresses of home.
So I took 3 young carers out to Mogo. So it was nice to hear their stories. It was nice to see them have fun. They really liked it, yeah. They liked just not having to worry. One of the mums saying how much her son needed it. From this, it's really taught me just to take any opportunity that comes. My age doesn't matter. It's what I do that defines me. And now that I have this information, I can step out and I can empower other people to say that, look, that's not on. That's not what it's like. I have a sister who is so smart, who's so intelligent and is brilliant. Everything that you say does not apply to her. And you really need to get to know the people who you see.
We would like to thank Noah's Inclusion Services and Naomi Vet for their assistance with this project. The last project to be highlighted is Dumps into Jumps, where 3 BMX riders helped to get their local park fixed up.
But I don't know the actual brand.
Scott Genius Contessa.
Oh, I don't know the actual name.
Get wrecked.
I've always kind of ridden bikes.
But I barely knew how to ride a bike, so I just did it and I survived, so I kept doing it.
And I was there for moral support, so I joined.
And then Caitlin tagged along because she felt left out. We're trying to revamp the Malcolm Moore Park so it's more of a skills track that's for all ages, so it's actually usable as well. It's something we can all have in common.
I think that it's good to have a good BMX track. A reason to get out of the house, and then that also means good exercising in a fun way too.
If we don't have young people telling us what they need and want, then we're not designing what they need and want. It's a no-brainer, but it hasn't always been the way. Their aim was to collect the data and present to council on why that park needs to be revitalised. I've never seen 3 more nervous people. They knocked it out of the park. They were so good. It was so impressive.
Her confidence has grown immensely And it's really good that the kids have the opportunity to see how processes work and how to achieve things in the real world.
To have the ability to step out of the comfort zone, that's where the growth is.
It's really about self-confidence and about believing in themselves that they are capable of doing things, and they're capable of doing hard things as well.
They're inspiring, but they can do it. And I think advocating for them and giving them spaces where they can step up and shine, it's the gem of this project. For this project, we'd really like to thank SCUM, Keystone Trails Australia, Vincennia High, Sanctuary Point Community Pride, and Shoalhaven City Council. We'd like to take this opportunity to also highlight the work of Grace, Tamara, and Axel, who started the project at the beginning of the year, but due to commitments had to withdraw. The following slides highlight the people and organisations who helped to make the Youth Voice project such a success. This incredible project was funded by Uniting and the New South Wales Government.